Hello, thank you for checking out our website and for clicking on this video. My name is Father James Heft. I'm a Marianist priest and I'm on the faculty here at the University of Southern California and president of the Institute for Advanced Catholic Studies. If I had to say in a nutshell what the Institute is about, I would say it in this way. On the one hand, we have lots of intellectuals today in our universities, in the West in particular, very interested in many things, but not in the serious study of religion. On the other hand, we've got lots of religious people, very devout, but not interested in the intellectual life. What I think we desperately need is an increased number of intellectuals who take the study of religion seriously. And in the case of our institute, it's the study of Catholicism, which has a rich, long tradition of thought and reflection. We're in Southern California, in the Archdiocese of Los Angeles, the largest archdiocese in the United States, at a university which is on the Pacific Rim, as well as is located at the doorway to Latin America, with a tremendous diversity, tremendous energy as a research university, and also a neutral ground where people not only from Catholic traditions and people interested in Catholic intellectual traditions, but people from other religions will be invited in an ecumenical and interfaith way to explore the great ideas that can make a huge difference, not only for leadership in the Catholic Church, not only for the mission and advancement of Catholic universities, but also to address in some real, concrete way some of the great issues of our own day. I say Catholicism is an intellectual resource. And I'm not just talking about philosophy or theology. Think about the great traditions in architecture, music, drama, political thought. All those things need to be explored along with science and the issues that technology raised today that are very, very difficult. So these are things we want to look at. It's going to be something that specializes in cross-disciplinary conversations among scholars. There's nothing wrong with specialization. If there weren't for specialization, if it weren't for that, we would not have some of the great advances that we have today, especially in the sciences. But I think the problem is too much specialization sometimes leads to fragmentation. And a real conversation among scholars in different disciplines, none of them excluded, particularly looking at that Catholic intellectual tradition, can be a great resource. We've looked at the Princeton Institute for Advanced Studies, the Woodrow Wilson Center in Washington, D.C., the National Humanities Center, the Social Sciences of Palo Alto. We visited all those places. And anybody that knows anything about these institutes, these uniquely constructed places to advance scholarly thinking and so on, knows that they have set the agenda, not just nationally, but internationally, for a lot of what is going on in the world today. Why shouldn't there also be an Institute for Advanced Catholic Studies? I'd like to conclude with a distinction that I think is important. You may have heard it before, but it's a rich one. And that's the difference between tradition and traditionalism. Tradition is the living faith of the dead. Traditionalism is the dead faith of the living. That is, tradition is so rich and so deep that no one generation can create it whole cloth. And it needs to be studied and preserved and critiqued and developed and passed on. We are interested in Catholic intellectual traditions. And our purpose is to develop a whole cadre of scholars who are familiar with that body of rich thought, who understand it, and who can employ it in facing the issues of the day.